How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Buy Hay Arena here on the campus of Northside High School in Fort Wayne, Indiana. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Jeff Mahoney on the camera. I am Tim Atkinson. I'll be calling your play-by-play and color this evening. Tonight we have a great matchup as we start our year of broadcasting here for Summit City Sports in the boys varsity basketball arena. Couldn't be better to start here at Buy Hay Arena with the number 20th ranked in Class 4A Northside Redskins playing host to the number 5 ranked in Class 1A Blackhawk Christian Braves. Blackhawk Christian comes in 1-0, led by head coach Mark Davidson. On the other side is Northside, who also come in 1-0 on the year, coached by head man Shabazz Khalik. Great talent on the floor we're going to see at Northside High School this evening. Couple top-ranked players in the state. Jalen Butts, the junior for Northside, and Keon Brooks, also for Northside, just a freshman. Butts being offered by Ball State and Kent State already in his junior year, being looked at now by some of the class of that Big Ten conference. Keon Brooks, he is being looked at by all major schools in the area in the Big Ten, and I assure you he'll get looks by the Dukes, Kentuckys of the world. He's an outstanding player at 6'8", rail thin, but he will grow into his body. But look for Jalen Butts to lead this Northside Redskins team. He dropped 34 points in the opener against Irvington Prep. Northside won that 94-34, but Blackhawk has some studs of their own. And Rick Hall and Davidson, Will Davidson, both seniors, good size, also have good size with the freshman, number 4, Drake Thompson. We're going to throw it right now down to the PA announcer for the starting lineups.
Starting this evening, a 6'7" senior, number 3, Rick Hall. A 6'7" sophomore, number 4, Drake Thompson. A 6'2" freshman, number 13, Lucas Croft. A 6'3" senior, number 30, Will Davidson. And a 6'2" senior, number 32, Ben Walters. The Braves are coached by Mark Davidson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Northside Redskins. Starting at one guard position, a 5'9" junior, number 3, Elijah Holmes. At the other guard position, a 5'9" junior, number 5, Devontae Kinney. Also at guard, a 6'2" sophomore, number 10, Brandon Johnson. Starting at forward, a 6'8" freshman, number 12, Keon Brooks. And at forward, a 6'10" junior, number 1, Jalen Butts. The Redskins are coached by Shabazz Khalik and assisted by Greg Rare. Your officials this evening are Matt Hayes.
Welcome back here, SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. I am Tim Atkinson. I'll be calling your play-by-play and color commentary here this evening. So excited to start this 2015-16 boys varsity season, as we've had a good couple weeks of girls high school basketball, seeing top-ranked girls here in the city with the likes of Homestead and Norwell and Lures and such. But now we get ready for the boys basketball season. Look at the size out on the court, ladies and gentlemen. 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 6'8". I could go on all night. There is great size out on the court. Some of the top players, as I mentioned, in the opener in the state. That's one of them here in the jump circle, number 1. That's Jalen Butts. He is the Subway Player of the Week, who had dropped 34 points and 18 boards. As we get started here, Northside will look to go out the gate. That's number 5 in white, Devontae Kinney. He's a junior, near side. That's Johnson, the sophomore, up top to Brooks. Cross court, lob to Butts. One-handed slam attempt, no good. You can see Northside came out right off the tip and wanted to throw the lob to make a statement here against the Braves. Braves with some early game jitters with the first turnover of the ball game. Just mishandled on the pass. Here comes Northside. Remember, they are ranked 20th in Class 4A. They come out of the Summit Athletic Conference. Blackhawk Christian plays as an independent. Here's Butts. Tried to cross over. Good hook up. And that's a good call here on the near side referee. That time the sophomore Drake Thompson just got in the way, the big fella did, and caused a turnover on Butts. Butts looks like he may have an inch on him, but that could be the hair, who knows. There's a turnover right on the out-of-bounds play, put back up, and fouled. Johnson will go to the line to shoot a pair, but good heads-up defensive play on the out-of-bounds.
13, his first, team first. Brandon Johnson will be at the line shooting 2.
Johnson heads to the line to shoot 2. He's just a sophomore. Northside, of course, in the all-white. Blackhawk Christian in the all-blue. That's the first bucket, points of the contest by the sophomore Johnson, and he'll hit back-to-back free throws. That's how we'll start. Full court pressure by Northside once again. And that's Davidson, the senior, bringing it up for Blackhawk Christian, and they're going to get a moving screen called out top on number 3, Rick Hall, and they cannot afford to have Rick Hall get in foul trouble this evening. Had 22 in the opener against Fremont, a Class 2A program. These Blackhawk Christian Braves come out of the Class 1A here in the state of Indiana. Butts at the top of the key, near side, tried to cross over, dribbled off the leg. That time did Devontae Kinney. Let's remember, folks, this is just the second contest of this early season for these boys here out on the varsity court. They're going to get a hold call. They're going to put that on Brooks, Keon Brooks. He's that freshman, extremely gifted, well-respected in the state. Depending on what poll you go on, not a lot like to rank freshmen, but if you go to the many that do, he's ranked almost top 25 in every single poll in his class. That's the 2019 class. Keon Brooks leaves it for Blackhawk Christian. I like that little dribble hand. Good hands. Puts it up. No good. Butts with the rebound. Northside looks to go. Look for the lob. Drop pass. Beautifully done and blocked by number 30, Will Davidson, the senior, not giving up on the play. Heads back and puts it off the glass, but it will stay on the Redskin side. Brandon Johnson looks to inbound, has Butts down low, is going to come up top to number 3, Elijah Holmes. He's a junior. All 5 starters still on the floor here for both squads. Butts looking to post down low. They can't get it to him. Brooks can hit that 3. He has a nice smooth stroke for his height. But they'll get him down low that time. Davidson has him one-on-one. Rick Hall is playing him one-on-one. Butts goes up, and they're going to get Drake Thompson just getting the hand down. Big fella just needs to keep it straight up. Let Butts make Butts. Check that. Make him shoot over the outstretched hands from the big fella. Has good length and size. If Butts finishes over your outstretched hand, you just got to give him the nod and head back to the offensive end. That's the first points for Jalen Butts. Second free throw attempt, back rim, no good. Rebounded by Blackhawk Christian. Northside got a piece of it, and they're going to go to Blackhawk Christian. Very active hands in the early going for Northside. Coach Galik's got to be extremely pleased with the activity on the defensive end in the passing lanes. Picking up full court. They're going to drop the press back with the offense. Good crossover by Davidson. Went to the bucket, and he's going to get a foul called. I don't think they'll get butts on that. Should get that on number 5.
Northside fouls on Brandon Johnson.
We're going to get down Johnson. That's the team second. His first.
Will Davidson on one.
First one's no good. 6 minutes remaining here in the quarter. Northside up 3-0. That's on 3 free throws by the Redskins. Second one rims in good for Will Davidson. 1 for 2 in the early going from the charity stripe. Here comes Northside. They're going to run their motion here off double screen off the baseline, and then they're going to run off Brooks off the other side with Butts pinning down low. Nice looking play there by Coach Kalik. Double team comes right away on Butts. Came from the weak side, but they're going to get caught with the hand in the cookie jar. That's Sassmushausen.
13, Lucas Croft. That's his second, team 4th.
I'll have to get that number checked. Excuse me, that was number 13, Lucas Croft with the foul. He's the freshman out there for Blackhawk Christian. That's their 4th team foul here in the early going, which could pay dividends for the Redskins down the stretch here. Brooks from the top. He's going to raise up over Hall. Back rim's no good. Rebounded by Thompson. Here comes Blackhawk Christian. Almost got called for a walk there. Northside fans wanted it. As here comes Blackhawk running their set. They're going to pop Thompson out. They're going to run him down to the block. Nice pin. Big fella's got to go up right away that time over his right shoulder. He went back into the defense, and Brooks swatted it. Good ball movement by Northside. They go down to Butts. This is with the go-to here. He stepped on the line, did Jalen Butts. Good call by the official down on the baseline. It's going to be a turnover for Northside, up 3-1 here in the early going, just under 5 minutes in the quarter. First it is. Northside's going to stay in that full court pressure with Davidson running the point. Davidson had over 20 in their opener as well against Fremont. Good kick out to the top of the key. Front rim, no good. Rebounded by Davidson. Davidson looked at just some miscommunication there in the early going in their early season. As Coach Davidson's trying to rally the Braves here on the near side. 3-1. Northside still on top. 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Starter still in for Northside and Blackhawk Christian alike. Nope, check that. Lucas Croft is out. Blocked by Hall. That's a good call. That was a good no call by the referee. Jumper at the elbow, no good. Here comes Northside. Kinney pops it out, baseline. That actually went off glass, rebounded by Thompson. Thompson carves out some space down there in the paint. There's no doubt about that. Good steal in hands, but just hit the sideline. With once again the hands by Devontae Kinney. All over the pill and knocking it loose away from the Braves. Almost caused another turnover. But we'll stay with Blackhawk Christian. 3-1. Boys are battling out on the court. Just can't get anything to go. Then all free throws here on this nice Thursday night, Fort Wayne, Indiana. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Down to Davidson. Davidson. Kinney went for the gamble. Davidson with a nice little lefty scoop in. Good poise by the senior that time. And now it's all tied up 3-3. Holmes, near side to Kinney. Kinney's going to get a screen from Butts. Kicks it to Brooks. Brooks with the pump fake. Nice drop pass and cut. Butts ends up with it. They're going to get a jump ball called there with Hall getting his hands in it. Alternating possession will go to Blackhawk Christian. Checking in for Northside, number 0, Juan Quarles, the junior. There's that token full court pressure. Northside just likes to bother you for the whole contest from jump to end. That was a close walking. Dropped it to Thompson. Too far out to launch that one. Dribble drive, blocked by Brooks. You can't go in there soft. Here comes Northside. Layup good by Quarles. Quarles right off the bench. Picks up the loose ball off the Keon Brooks. That's 3 unofficial blocks for him in the early going. Davidson, nobody picked up ball, but just can't get the floater to soften up on the glass. Drop pass to Butts. Right-handed tomahawk jam for Jalen Butts. First little bit of entertainment here for you guys as Jalen Butts ran the break nicely. That's his 3rd point. Northside up 7-3. Hounding the ball, great ball pressure. They look for Thompson on the lead pass. No chance of connecting on that one.
Number 22, Chris Hill enters.
Chris Hill checking in, the senior for Northside. Holmes will take a seat. Kenny still running the point here for this number 20 ranked Class 4A squad as they're looking to prove a point that 20 ranked and is way too high here for these folks, Northside High School. Quarles in the corner. Brooks, you can't leave him open from there. And he's just a little long on his shot. I think the freshman's a little excited, but Butts will clean it all up. That's his 5th. Team's 9th point. They're up by 6. Biggest lead of the game. Great hands by Quarles. Almost picked the pocket of Davidson. Top of the key. Fielder to Hall. Davidson. Left-handed dribble drive. Good cutoff help defense by the freshman Keon Brooks that time. Up top. Fielder again. Going down low to Thompson. Drake Thompson. Right hand. And Brooks with another swat. As Coach Davidson needs to have a talk with the youngster going to that same move, and Keon Brooks is all over it. 3 ball by Quarles, his 5th point. Now Northside rolling a bit, 12-3. It all started with the Jalen Butts tomahawk duck in transition, and that'll really start a team to go. Brooks, look at that nice pressure defense. He has great length. Rick Hall with the great attempted rebound. Won't give it to him. Went up magically, went down in the bottom of the net. 4-2. That's his first bucket. Pulls within 7. They're going to run Brooks off the baseline. They're going to come back Quarles near side to post up Jalen. Here's Butts. And good block by Thompson. 2 blocks. And the second one's called on Drake Thompson. That's his 2nd foul. He's going to come out here.
That's his 2nd, team 5th.
27 seconds.
Butts will be at the line shooting 2.
As Coach Davidson can't allow him, I can't imagine. As Jalen Butts back rims the first.
Brandon Johnson entering the Northside lineup.
1 for 2 from the line as Keon Brooks, the freshman, sits down. Controlling the defensive right now, struggling with the shot, but that's what makes you a top 25 player in your class, as you still get it done on the defensive end when the offensive game isn't clicking. Butts rims that second one out. So 1 for 3 from the line now in the first. Under 20 seconds. Pull up from about 8, no good. Rebounded by Butts, he can get up and then releases. Nice double clutch layup in by Brendan Johnson, his 4th. 14-5. Good save by Kenny, but they ran out of time, or we could have had some thunderous dunks there as Butts was running up behind. But that's where we'll end the first quarter. Low scoring quarter, 14-5. Northside on top. Slow starting game. You can see the early season rust and jitters. You know, these kids play AAU ball, most of them, throughout the whole year, but to get back in the team atmosphere with your school, get the plays going on what need to be done here at your program, that takes a while sometimes for these coaches and players to get on the same page. We're talking about just freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors in high school, almost all of them 18 and younger. So Slow start to the game, but I expect it to pick up here in this second quarter into the second half. So we're going to get the second quarter started. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. 14-5 is your score. Northside on top of Blackhawk Christian. We are on the campus of Northside High School in the By-Hay Arena. What a beautiful gym this is. All decked out in red, white, and black, the school colors here in the north central part of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Butts pops out. Won't see him spend too much time out above the three-point line, as that's going to be a foul called on number 12. That's going to be called on the floor. That bucket's not good. Goalie, the senior. That's the team 6. That's his first team foul. One more, and Northside will be in the bonus. And we just started the second quarter. We play 4 8-minute quarters here in boys varsity basketball. Got to get out on Quarles. You can't leave him open. Good closeout defense, but he drove right past. Went up, no good, rebounded, and put back nicely by number 22, Chris Hill, the senior, showing the toughness down low, getting the board and putting it back. That's nice when you can take the star-studded Keon Brooks out and replace him with the experienced number 22, Chris Hill. Butts running the point and put it up, and good. Jalen Butts showing you a little bit of everything here so far this evening. As Brooks looks to check back in, Northside up 18-5 over Blackhawk Christian. That's Davidson, can't leave him open, and just wide left. No call on the contact, as they'll call that contact on number 10, Brendan Johnson, the sophomore. That's his second foul. Team's third. It's going to send number 2, Jared Fiedler, to the line, the senior. That was just straight hustle play by the senior. Knocking the loose ball away, went down to the hardwood, picked it up, went to the bucket, tried to flip it up with the left hand, got fouled, and now he's going to the free throw line to get some freebies, which he does in the first. Fiedler with his first point of the game. Miss on the second. Here comes Northside. Northside with the huge size advantage right now. But Kinney got too far in and threw it away. Here comes Blackhawk Christian. They need to, just lost his step on that. Got a feel for him on that. Had an open lane, did number 12. Dylan Goalie, the senior. His feet got caught up. Be a turnover. Coming back Northside's way. Number 5. Kinney still running the point. The junior has been playing an outstanding game on defense as well. Good crossover into the lane. Left-handed layup, no good. Brooks with the rebound, puts it back up, and good. Keon Brooks, the freshman, with his first bucket. Davidson is going to flare it out. Now comes out baseline. Good hesitation dribble. Right-handed hook, no good. Rebounded by Davidson. Look at that bounce pass. Hall does get it and will get fouled by Hill. His first, team's fourth. That'll send Blackhawk Christian to the line. Rick Hall, he's got 2 points here on the game, but this is where Blackhawk Christian needs to cash in at the charity stripe. First one's good by Hall.
Elijah Holmes enters the Northside lineup.
3 for 5 now. Here in the first half for Blackhawk Christian from the line. Hall tees up the second. Pull his team within 12, 20-8. Northside still on top here in the second quarter. 6 minutes remaining. Gonna run Quarles off the screen. Brooks looks to post up here. He's got the size advantage on Davidson. Picks up the dribble, turn around, fade away, no good. And that's gonna go off Hall. Referee called it off Hall there, but will stay with Northside. Quarles looks to inbound. Coach Kalik called out of bounds play here from the sideline and see what they come with. They're going to go down screen and then flare to the basket. Did Hill, pop it back out to Brooks, and now they'll set it up top here with Holmes. Brooks takes in the paint, gets it knocked away. Hill somehow got it. Brooks goes up with the left-handed lay-in for his fourth. 22-8 now, Northside on top. They are ranked number 20 in Class 4A. Blackhawk Christian ranked 5th in 1A. Nice little left-handed flip by number 12. Dylan Gully gets his first bucket. Pulls back within 12. Here comes a double team right away on Butts. They're going to call that on the floor. That foul is on number 2, Fiedler.
On 2, Jared Fiedler. That's his first, team 7th.
Team 7th. 1-1. Butts will head back to the line for the 1-1. Gets that first one. Will get a chance at a second. Butts now 2 for 4 from the line. Make it 3 for 5. Blackhawk Christian down by 14. Battling back Hall to Davidson, up top to Gully. A little stagnant right now on down lows. Offense is pretty much a perimeter weave is what's going. Nice back behind the dribble. Kicked it out to Davidson. Spin dribble, right-handed floater, and that's a top-level move right there. Crossover into the lane with the spin move back to the right-handed kind of jump hook. Will go down for Davidson. That's his 5th point, 24-12. Butts, nice cut without the ball by Hill. Good idea as Coach Kalik likes the idea as Butts had a wide open cutter and Chris Hill just couldn't match up. Another turnover for Northside. Ball comes into Gully. Big center for Blackhawk Christian, saddled with 2 fouls right now. Drake Thompson, he's sitting on the pine. Here's Hall, bracking him in, right-handed jump hook, no good. There's Butts. He just gets higher than everybody else and is more determined. Goes up with both hands and just rips those boards down. Quarles is going to find Butts. You don't want to pressure him too much because he can dribble by. Quarles, smooth handle here at the top of the keys, looking to set it up. It's going to go down low to Brooks, who's got Davidson. Northside, what an outstanding play. Doesn't matter if Brooks made it or not, but Butts did get the putback, but saw the advantage, size advantage right away. And Quarles came to the near side and set Brooks up down low on Davidson. That led to the easy putback by Butts. So still early going in the season, Coach Kalik has his players seeing the advantage and automatically going to that offensive set down low. 26-12 Northside on top. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Goalie loses his feet once again, but recovers. Davidson does a crossover. Quarles takes it in the lane. Jump stop, no good. Kicks it back out. Davidson, tough foul called that time on Northside. Little touch foul. Have to see a replay on that one, but obviously the referee right down there in front of it telling Coach Kalik right now that he didn't let him go vertical. Not sure, kind of looked like Davidson went into the defensive body, but either way, he's at the line to shoot 3, misses the first. 1 for 3 now from the line for Davidson. Second of 3, front rim rattles out, no good. So Blackhawk Christian leaving up several points here at the line. 4 being left at the line here. And he'll drain the third. So 2 for 5 from the line for Davidson. Pulls his team within 13, 26-13. Northside on top, and that's too easy right there. Kinney all the way to the cup with the right-handed lay-in. Pushes it back up to 15-point lead for Northside. Top of the keys, Fiedler, he comes near side to Walters. Down low to Hall, and Keon Brooks running again, showing his length. What an outlet pass. And they're going to get a foul called on goalie, but great outlet pass to Kinney. Didn't catch who got that pass, but I'll be looking at that replay, I guarantee you, when we repost this on our YouTube channel, Summit City Sports. Go ahead and like that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, of course, free of charge, for all of our full game videos and highlight clips. Kenny.
And for Northside, number 22, Chris Hill.
To the line, shoot the second. 29-13. Make it 30. That's Kenny. 2 for 2 from the line. That's 4 points. As we have a timeout called on the floor by Blackhawk Christian head coach Mark Davidson. Also, you can see out there the assistant coach for Blackhawk Christian standing in the background there in the light colored polo, Matt Roth. Great IU standout. Of course, played at Bloomington. Illinois State three-point leader coming out of high school. Not sure if he still holds that title, but Matt Roth there, assistant coach for Blackhawk Christian. What an outstanding shooter in his own right. And Coach Davidson is going to be very happy to have him on his staff. Kind of a family thing at Blackhawk Christian with Matt Roth, his wife being the head coach for the women's volleyball team there at Blackhawk Christian. It's a three ball, no good. Hill got up, came down and got it somehow before Hill did. That was Hill on Hall there. They're going to leave him wide open. Good closeout by Hall. Kenny is going to set it up here. Brooks from the wing, looks down to Butts. They're going to swing it here. Got a 2-3 zone being played by Blackhawk Christian, and that's what you do to the zone. You tee it up, Keon Brooks. That's going to be dangerous if he finds his stroke. Northside comes right back with a zone of their own, 1-2-2, kind of a 1-2-2 matchup, but that leaves open a shooter. But Blackhawk Christian just can't find the stroke here in Bahia Arena. Fourth block for Keon Brooks, and that's what you got to do with the shot blocker. Good play by Jared Fiedler. Gave a pump fake to Keon Brooks, who's been blocking everything in the paint for Blackhawk Christian. Used his aggressiveness against him, and that got the easy bucket. Brooks battles through the hand check, goes up with the right hand, no good, but Hall will get the foul. That's his second.
Blackhawk Christian fouls
Team's
on three.
ninth.
Rick Hall, that's his second. Team
Brooks
ninth at the line.
will head to the
Shooting
line.
for the Redskins is Keon Brooks.
He's got 9 points and 4 blocks unofficially. Front rims, no good. Very springy rims here at Bahia Arena. Haven't seen a whole lot of shooters' touches going down. That could be from all the high fly dunking that goes on in this gym, as Brooks will knock down the second. 1 for 2 from the line. Make it 8 points. There's that 1-2-2 matchup zone for Northside. They leave him open again near side. Still can't knock it down. Rebounded by Hall. Back out to Davidson. Davidson for 3. Good. Will Davidson knocks down the 3 ball. 34-18. Back within 16 points are the Braves. Up top to Kinney. Kinney looked to put a move. Couldn't get past. Butts. Can't get the ball down low to Butts. Well, that's once again Hill making that baseline cut without the ball. And that time they did match up with the pass. That's his 4th point. Very active off the bench. Good look that time, but short arm by Hall as he's kicking himself right now, as Davidson had a good look to Hall down low. Kinney saw the opening in the paint, and that's going to be a knocked away. Out of bounds will stay Northside ball.
Northside calls a 30-second timeout.
33 seconds remaining here in this first half. Northside will take a timeout, 30-second timeout. SummitCitySports.com brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Jeff Mahoney on the camera. I am Tim Atkinson. Go ahead and check out our YouTube channel. Subscribe to it, of course, free of charge for all of our full game video and highlight clips. This is just our first week coming off the Thanksgiving holiday. Our first week covering the boys varsity action. And we had a solid 2.5, 3 weeks of girls varsity action. See some of the top players around as you need to head out to your local high schools. As we have 33 seconds remaining. They find Brooks down low out of the timeout. Look at that. Beautifully done by Shabazz Khalik. Off the out of bounds play, Keon Brooks gets one easy at the bucket. Finishes through contact and go to the line to convert the three-point play. Biggest lead for Northside, up by 20, 38-18. Brooks, back rims, no good, rebounded by Hall. Northside will really need to shore up this free throw shooting if they want to battle with the teams in the Summit Athletic Conference and the state in Class 4A. As the SAC is loaded, as we'll mention and talk a little bit about in the second half. Here's Davidson. Look at that move. Just doesn't have enough on it to spin it up over the rim. Picked off. 10 seconds. Just got blocked by the bar over there. I couldn't see the time as we will end the first half, 38-18, the biggest lead for Northside going into halftime. This is SummitCitySports.com brought to you by Parkview Hospital. We'll take a short break and join you for the second half. Welcome back to By-Hay Arena here on the campus of Northside High School. We do have a outstanding game happening here, 38-18. Northside just pushed through in that second quarter over Blackhawk Christian. First quarter, they were only up 9-14-5, but that second half, boy, Keon Brooks started to take over on the offensive end. Jalen Butts stayed Jalen Butts on the offensive end and on the rebounding as well. High man scorer for Northside is Butts with 11. Brooks right behind him, the freshman, with 10. High scorer for Blackhawk Christian is the point guard, Will Davidson, the senior. He does have 9. So we're going to get started here with the second half. We have 2 more 8-minute sessions before we call this one in the books. But Blackhawk Christian is a completely different team with their sophomore, number 4, the big fella, Drake Thompson, the sophomore. Just clogs the lane, made it a lot tougher for Butts and Brooks and Hill off the bench for Northside to get into the lane. And once he went out with that foul trouble, Blackhawk Christian really saw that deficit balloon on them. But they'll get the ball off the opening possession here in the third quarter. Davidson on the near side has Thompson. Let's see where he is on that block. He kicked it out right away. 3 ball coming for Hall. Rims out, no good. Davidson tries to get the board, does get it away from Brooks. Being picked up by Kinney. Has Thompson down low. Good left-handed dribble drive with the left-handed scoop. No good. Here comes Butts. Has numbers. And kicked it that time to the left side to Johnson. Johnson with his 4th point. Check that, his 6th point of the contest. 40-18. Northside on top of Blackhawk Christian. Northside comes in ranked 20th in Class 4A. Blackhawk Christian 5th in Class 1A here in the state of Indiana. That's Thompson from the line. Like to see his jumper from 15, but chose to go down low to Hall. It'll stay here on Blackhawk Christian side. 40-18. Both teams coming in 1-0. There's a handoff to Davidson. They leave him. You can't leave him. Front rim's no good. Their shot's just been off here at Northside for the Braves. Euro step, that's a good move. That's not a travel. Blocked out of bounds by Thompson. It'll stay here on Northside's end. Thompson, that's 3 blocks unofficially for him. Ball comes in, no good, and a little push off. Yeah, you can see the arm extended by number 13, Lucas Croft. That's an easy call on the freshman. That's going to be his second. Definitely don't believe it was intentional as far as trying to hurt somebody, but definitely got that arm extended a bit, and the Northside Redskin did fall to the floor. So ball inbounds to Northside. They're going to lead it out to Kinney, who's going to start her up. Johnson, Brooks, Kinney. Kinney looking for Holmes off the screen, top of the key 3 ball, short, no good. And number 5 that time, Kinney cannot track her down. Out of bounds here to Blackhawk Christian. Northside stays in this press. Their mid-second quarter went back into a 1-2-2 matchup zone at half court, which affected the Braves a bit. But it's just been the second chance points for Northside and the timely threes. Good one-on-one man defense by Brooks. Thompson got his defender up and floater in. Definitely see Drake Thompson very raw underneath the basket yet, but you can see that Coach Davidson is definitely working with that, as I'll love to see the progression of his sophomore season. That rimmed out by Hall, lobbed the butts, and nope, did not step on the end line. Brooks doesn't have a lot of mass to that frame, but he's finished through contact. That's the second time here this evening. His first bucket of the second half. He now has 12. He'll head to the line to try to convert the three-point play. Good follow through by Brooks and drains it. 13 points. Look at Keon Brooks picking up full court on the freshman, Lucas Croft. That's about a 6-inch size advantage that Brooks has, and stayed with him on that one man-to-man defense. Down low to Thompson. He likes that block a lot better. Goes over the left shoulder with the right hand, but can't get that one to finish. Free ball, no good by Holmes. Here comes Blackhawk Christian. Need to make a bit of a run, down by 23. Davidson goes to the baseline, spin move, off glass, good. Will Davidson's going to have some high-scoring games in Class 1A. I can guarantee you that, as that kid can get on anywhere on the court pretty much at will. Just lacking the overall size to get up some of these big guys on Northside. What a take to the bucket. Devontae Kinney, the junior, finishes through the Davidson contact, put it up good. 45-22. 4.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Hall kicks it out to Davidson. Baseline, 3-ball, nothing but net. Davidson with his 5th of the third. He's got 14. That's a team high for Coach Davidson's Blackhawk Christian Braves. Kenny's going to swing it to Brooks. They had basically a 4 perimeter with butts down low. That time Holmes took a shot from Davidson. It pops back out. Butts tried to flare out to that sideline. Brooks takes in the paint, flips it up with the right hand. Good. Keon Brooks, imagine once he gets some extra muscle as he'll continue to grow. Good dribbling for a second there, then lost the handle as Brooks just made Croft speed up a bit much, forcing the turnover, as Keon Brooks is loving his defensive prowess. Gotta like the excitement from the young fella. Top of the key, Brooks. He's gonna go far side to Kinney. Butts. They had him down low for a second. Instead they go top side to Quarles. Down low to Butts, double team. Thompson, and they're gonna get a foul on Thompson. It was definitely a foul, just called late. That's Thompson's third.
Blackhawk Christian fouls on number 4. Drake Thompson, that's his 4th.
check that. I missed one there in the first half. I apologize. That's 4 on Drake Thompson. Coach Davidson's going to have to go to the bench as Jalen Butts just can't find the range there from the charity stripe.
10, Luke Saspenhausen.
Saspenhausen back in for Blackhawk Christian as Thompson sits down. Mentioned it in the first half. Big fella just needs to keep the hands upright, vertical, and let these other players finish over the top of an outstretched hand. I guarantee you'll cut down on their field goal percentage against you. A little push off by Davidson on Quarles, no call. Flicked it back out to Croft. Good give a go with Croft. Croft can't knock it down, but that's a nice little two-man game by Blackhawk Christian here on the near side. Quarles, somebody's got to stop ball. Juan Quarles, as he did in the first quarter, came off the bench as a spark plug. Had 5 in that first half, now with 7. Walters. Davidson looked it back out to Walters. Saspenhausen. Kinney picks his pocket, picked up by Quarles. Kinney with outstanding hands. So I'd love to see his steal totals at the end of this game, or if Coach Kalik tracks deflections, because he's had a ton, as Keon Brooks showing the outstanding game. Dribble drive, little pull-up floater from about 5-6 feet. Banks it off glass. Good, outstanding play. Keon Brooks, what a great player to watch as Davidson comes right back. You give him space, he's going to knock it down. His third 3 of the game, second here in the second half. Brooks, he's going to get an offensive call, I believe. Yeah, that's an offensive call. I think that was a good call. Looked like the defense was set.
Northside fouls on 12.
That's on Keon Brooks. That's his second foul. Team's first.
For Northside is 3, Elijah Holmes, and also 22. That's Chris Hill. Entering for Blackhawk is 12, Dylan Gully.
51-28, just under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. We're at Northside High School by Hay Arena. This is SummitCitySports.com. Brought to you by Parkview Hospital. As Northside gets set up to go full court press, not sure what we're waiting on here. As they finally give it to Davidson. Inbounds to goalie. Goalie being picked up by Holmes. Davidson off a screen. Rubs off another screen by Walters. Walters flares to the wing. Quarles, 1-to-1. Right-handed scoop, no good. You can see the athleticism, though, on display for Will Davidson. Taking Juan Quarles one-on-one. Crossover spin move. As Coach Kalik, I think, is asking for a carry, I believe, on the dribble. Davidson just can't find it from the free throw line here this evening. Two for 7 from the line here.
We'll check that. That foul was on 0-1 Quarles instead of Chris Hill. That's his second.
That was called on Quarles, not Hill. Quarles second. Second one's good by Davidson. $18 points now, team high for Blackhawk Christian. Quarles, he can knock that down. 3-ball, that's good. Juan Quarles hits his second 3. That's 10 points off the bench for Coach Shabazz Kalik. Kicks out Walters, goalie. Good dribble drive, just can't get it to go. And tipped in by number 2, Jared Fieldler. Knocks it down. We're just under a minute, 54-31. 23-point advantage for Northside. Kicks it out to Quarles. He's going to link up another one. Juan Quarles hits his third 3 of the game. 13 points off the bench. Outstanding second game. Davidson Not sure if he had contact there. It was just awkward off the screen. Either way, we'll go to Northside, 33 seconds. Butts checks back in for Brandon Johnson, the sophomore. Johnson with 6 tough points. Got Holmes running the point now with Kinney out. Butts, flare screen to Quarles. Does a set play there for Quarles to get an open look. Blackhawk Christian defended it nicely, and Hill just can't get a hold of that ball. Turnover on Northside. Back to Blackhawk Christian, 57-31. 17 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Goalie being guarded by Holmes. Walters picked up by Brooks. Walters, jumper just inside the three-point line, no good. Rebounded by Brooks. Does he get it? Can't get it before the buzzer. That's how we'll end the third, 57-31. Northside in control over Blackhawk Christian. SummitCitySports.com brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Jeff Mahoney on the camera. This is Tim Atkinson. Been calling your play-by-play and color. Was a slow start here to the evening's matchup, but Northside behind their defensive effort and prowess in the passing lanes and blocking shots in the lane really pushed their lead, and they ended up with a 20-point lead going into halftime, 38-18. They haven't looked back since, now up 57-31 over the number 5th ranked Class 1A Blackhawk Christian Braves. Northside did come in ranked number 20th in Class 4A. As I mentioned, the SAC Summit Athletic Conference is loaded with teams scattered throughout the top 20 rankings. Just in Class 4A alone, Homestead at number 7, Carroll at number 8, Northside number 20, and Snyder 21. So 4 teams right there on the Summit Athletic Conference in the top 21 in the state in Class 4A. Jalen Butts just side at three-point line from about 18. That's going to hit the top stanchion there, a little ribbon that helps pull the hoop up. Kind of a low placing for that. Didn't look like that ball got too high off the rim. That'll be a turnover, Northside, 57-31. Goalie, Quarles on Davidson. Davidson lost the handle. Tried to get the ball, couldn't. Comes out with it, does Northside. Here's Johnson. Sophomore, flicks it to Hill. Down low to Butts. Butts, look for the drop pass, that time to Johnson. Here comes Blackhawk Christian and Davidson. Walters has goalie all alone, steps inside the three-point line, just short, rebounded by Butts. Thompson could have got called with a 5th there, 7:07 remaining here in the game. 57-31 is your score, down low to Butts, and it's going to be knocked off of Thompson. Out of bounds, we're going to stay Northside ball. So that Class 4A just loaded in the SAC. Class 3A well represented by the city of Indiana and the surrounding area, as Butts takes it to the cup and will get his first bucket of the second half. He now has 13, just behind the team leader with 17 is Keon Brooks. Slowly behind that, Juan Quarles with 11. Class 3A have the Leo Lions. They're ranked number 7. Columbia City, they're ranked at number 11. They'll be at Northrop this coming Thursday. And also another Summit Athletic Conference representative, Bishop Dwenger, the Class 4A football state champ from just a week ago. as they are preseason ranked number 17 in Class 3A in hoops. As I've mentioned and talked about several times in Class 1A, these Blackhawk Christian Braves are ranked 5th. They are an outstanding program all around. Big shout out to Athletic Director Jamie Perlick, who's always an outstanding host to us there at Blackhawk Christian, along with the Athletic Director here at Northside High School, Dale Dorfler. Big shout out to him and his hospitality here this evening for SummitCitySports.com. There's goalie still running the point. Goalies take the point guard duties away from Davidson here in this second half, as Sasmahausen will check in for goalie. 59-31, Northside, 28-point lead. Inbound to Thompson. Davidson go back, run off a screen, look down low to Thompson, couldn't get it through. Jalen Butts just got his body in front of the way, or excuse me, in the passing lane, knocked it out of bounds. Will stay Blackhawk Christian ball. 6:39 remaining. Davidson looks to inbound, watch him pop out. As though we're going to try to run him off a screen off Thompson. Down low to Thompson. He doesn't like that block as he looks to kick it right back out. Walters. Sasmahausen. Walters down low to Thompson. Thompson is going to try to go right up strong with it. That's what the big fella needs to do. Just couldn't get it to go. Northside almost stepped out of bounds. No call. Here comes Johnson and Northside. They look to push their lead. 3-ball by Holmes. Front rim's no good. Rebounded by Thompson. Outlets it to Will Davidson. Will Davidson, crossover, goes baseline, pulls it back out off the back dribble. Pull up three for Sasmussen. That ball is nothing but net. Sasmahausen with the 3-ball, his first points of the contest, 59-34. Quarles looks to answer. He does. Juan Quarles, I'm telling you, the Summit Athletic Conference is going to be in trouble if Shabazz Khalik keeps getting the kind of production that Juan Quarles has put out here this evening. 4 3-balls on the game. Good look that time, and Hill will finish it with his 6-point. Walters, they're going to flip it near side to Davidson, down low to Thompson. Thompson, power dribble, that put up and good. Thompson just needs some more touches to get some more confidence down there. He can use that body even on this right block to go up strong with it as he's going one-on-one on Butts, and this is where he's been in trouble, is getting that foul. As it looked like that time, Butts just hit the court, slipped, but Thompson will get a foul. That's going to be his 5th.
Blackhawk Christian fouls on 4, Drake Thompson, that's his 5th.
Thompson
Team 4.
will head out, fouling out of the contest, but it's going to be interesting to see how the young fella, just a sophomore, number 4, Drake Thompson, he'll finish with 4 points and 3 blocks unofficially. I'd have to say he probably had 6-7 boards on the evening as well. So the sophomore still learning to be a good player for Coach Davidson, and Summit City Sports will look forward to watching the progression. Quarles, why not hit a 5th 3? Let's keep it rolling. Coach Khalik may want him to save a couple of those as they kick it out to Sasmahausen. Sasmahausen hits another 3. That's his 6th point as Quarles goes straight to the bucket. You got to stop ball in that situation. 4.5 remaining. Walters up top. Let's see if he can hit 3 in a row. Front rim, no good. Rebounded by Brooks. Brooks can handle now. Pops it up to Quarles. Quarles, he's feeling it. No good. Rebounded that time by Hall. Hall outlets. Cross-court skip pass, tough one to Walters. Left-handed layup, no good. I think Brooks did get a piece of that, but also is going to get called with the foul. 69-39, biggest lead for Northside. That's Brooks' 3rd. Walters, the senior, head to the line to shoot 2.
Lucas Croft re-enters for Blackhawk Christian.
Walters lines up the second. That one does go good. Walters with his first point. 69-40. Gonna run Brooks off the screen, but they like to float out Quarles off the other side. They take a lot of attention off him. 3 ball. Let's make it 6, ladies and gentlemen. 24 points. Juan Quarles on fire here at Bahia Arena. Enjoying it here this evening under the bright lights of a Tuesday night here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Ball comes into Walters. Quarles picks his pocket. What else? Good look to Johnson, and Johnson's going to get fouled on the reverse lay-in. Let's remember, folks, Northside plays in the SAC, as I mentioned, with Snyder, ranked 21, Homestead 6, Carroll number 7, Dwenger in 3A, ranked 17. Summit Athletic Conference is loaded, as you can tell by the recruiting websites. All the Big Ten Conference schools making Fort Wayne a must trip for the recruiting aspect. As I mentioned, Butts has been offered by Kent State and Ball State, starting to get several looks as well from some Big Ten schools, as Hall will get his 5th point. Northside's held Hall, to his season low, obviously. Just needs some help with Thompson getting into foul trouble. That left Hall as the lone big guy for the most part on the court for the Braves. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Jeff Mahoney on the camera. I am Tim Atkinson. Thanks for checking us out on our YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe to that for all of our full game clips and highlight videos. You'll be notified as we're out and about in Fort Wayne and the surrounding area almost on a nightly basis to give you this outstanding high school coverage. Quarles. That's just not fair that time. Juan Quarles with his 7th 3-ball. 21 points just from behind the arc. Kid is on fire. Juan Quarles. Don't take him out of the game, coach. 3 minutes to play. 77-42, Northside, the 35-point lead. There's the freshman, kicks it out to Weiser. The junior just checks into the game. Out of bounds, will stay with the Braves. But Quarles, my goodness, with 7 threes here in the game. Just had 1 3-ball in the first half, so 6 3-balls coming here in the second half. Outstanding shooting touch by number 0, the junior, Juan Quarles. Look out, Summit Athletic Conference. This isn't just the Brooks and Butt show, as Juan Quarles, you better pick him up. They'll swing it to Brooks. Brooks, pump fake on Hall. Cuts it back out to Quarles. Quarles, nice pump fake, takes it to lane, and he'll go to the line. Nope, they're going to call it on the floor.
Blackhawk fouls on 13, Lucas Croft, his 4th.
Lucas Croft, his 4th. That's a team 6. One more, and they'll be in the 1-and-1. 2.5 minutes remaining in the game. Here's Brooks. Quarles now. Quarles looks for a screen, takes it, and then finds the opening lane, takes it in, gets bumped, no call. Brooks ends up with it. Smart heads-up play by the freshman, just knocking it off the senior to keep possession. as you know, and if you've listened to any of my broadcasts, state of Indiana with no shot clock. So Northside had no reason to try to hurry that up. Keon Brooks could just throw it off and reset the offense. Quarles, pass fake, 3-ball, back rim, no good. Good athleticism by number 30, Maurice Causey. He's a senior. That one's almost blocked by Quarles as number 13, Lucas Croft, went to the hole. He'll go to the line now to shoot 2.
Northside fouls on 0, Juan Quarles, that's his third, team 5th.
Quarles third.
At the line shooting 2 is Lucas Croft.
2:01 remaining here in the game. Croft front rims and rattles it in. Just his first point here tonight. But you can see the potential and why these Blackhawk Christian Braves are ranked number 5 in Class 1A. You don't let the score fool you. Their big fella got in trouble early and often, and that will definitely be the battle for Coach Davison as we progress through the year.
Entering for Blackhawk Christian is number 5, Cody Murphy.
But if you'll trust in anyone, it's a head coach of Blackhawk Christian to get his players on the right path. Right now, both teams emptying the bench a bit. It's really the only players on the bench left for Northside were starters and full-time players in JV, and I think they're going to get the looks right now. That ball's up, no good. Causey with another board, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Maurice Causey, the senior, showing some great athleticism. Jumping out of the gym, goes and gets that rebound, puts it right back up. He'll go to the line now to shoot 2 with an opportunity to get on the scoreboard here in this game. Left-handed free throw, look pure. First point for the senior, Maurice Causey, 76-44 as Quarles checks out with a huge game. 7 3-balls on the night. 27 points, the team high. Wow, Quarles just on fire. Here's Holmes. Just inside the line, no good. Rebounded once again by Causey. Gotta love it wearing the old specs glasses there. Minute 30 remaining, 78-44, Northside, been in control. 3-ball by Blackhawk Christian, no good. Rebounded by number 23, Brandon Adams. He's a senior for Northside. Double screen, Holmes runs off it. Comes back near side. Perkins, and then baseline jumper for Adams. Causey almost got another board. Blackhawk Christian, skip pass, baseline 3. That one back rim's no good for J.P. Vaser, the junior. Here comes Northside with the right-handed lay-in, no good. Just couldn't finish on that finger roll. Blackhawk Christian comes out with it. Just under 50 seconds remaining. 78-44. 3-ball, no good, back rimmed. Here comes Northside. And that's going to be a travel on that jump stop from number 20. Marque Perkins, the sophomore. Him along with number 4, Malik Martin, the junior, on the court for Northside. Had heavy minutes there in the first half. As that one stolen, look for a little showtime with the right-handed lay-in. His team wanted it. He's calling. He lost the handle on that. Did number 20, DeMarque Perkins, a sophomore. But he's on the board here. 80-44. Outlet pass, Perkins. Down low. Up by Martin. That one is in. Malik Martin. Outstanding game here by Northside at home to go 2-0 and stay unbeaten as they take the win 82-44 over Blackhawk Christian. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Thank you for checking us out.
All right, Coach. Good second win of the season.
Blackhawk Christian ranked number 5 in 1A. They ain't no slouch, and you guys just put a hammer on them pretty good. Started out slow, but then really took control. What did you see the difference here tonight in your guys' win?
Well, I think we did a good job of mixing in, getting the ball inside, and then getting outside to our guys. And guys played well off of Jalen. When we got Jalen the ball, guys were moving without the ball, and we got some easy baskets that way. Then our defensive pressure created some scoring opportunities for us. I thought early on we got some great opportunities to score. We didn't take advantage of it. We missed some easy shots that we should have made, but our guys stuck with it. They didn't get frustrated about that, and then those shots started to go down with the ball movement that we had. So as long as we share the ball, I think we'll be fine.
Talk about it a little bit. I saw a lot of good ball pressure all throughout the game. Even you guys were up, good ball pressure by your guards. Even Keon Brooks coming out here guarding the point guard. Is that something you guys take pressure or pride in here at Northside with? We can guard you one-on-one no matter what?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we have some drills in practice that our guys absolutely hate, but it's designed for that type of opportunity in the game, so our guys are prepared for that. And to create some tempo and to wear guys down, and, we trust our bench, and we got good depth, we feel like as the game progresses, guys are going to wear down eventually, and we're going to be able to take advantage of that and get out and get some transition opportunities. And we just want to put good pressure on the ball. We talk about active hands. We don't want to reach. We just want pressure and force guys to make decisions under pressure. And a lot of times guys struggle with that. So, we're blessed to have a couple guards that can get out there and defend, and then guys that are willing to work hard on the defensive end as well.
That's a question for you, Coach. You guys are loaded with talent again, as you normally do here at Northside. You guys like to reload. But it's not just the Keon Brooks and Jalen Butts show. You guys have a very good team out here from top to bottom, from Kenny. Now you had Quarles come in and hit 7 threes for you tonight. If you get that to happen, I mean, sky's the limit for you. Where do you see Northside going this year? Just ranked 20, all right, this year. Where's Northside going?
Our direction, our gear is towards the postseason, so we want to get better and better as the season progresses. And then, by the time the postseason rolls around, we feel like hopefully we're a veteran club because we're young. We make young mistakes, and we don't do the things that we need to do that a veteran club would do. The little things I think that'll help us to progress in the postseason. So, we're geared towards getting ready for that as the season progresses. But I think, the opportunities are there for this team to be successful as they want to be if they're willing to work hard at it and get better every day. With young guys, you worry about complacency. So if we can eliminate complacency and continue to grow and evolve, then I think we can achieve some of the things that we want to, and that's got to come from inside our guys. And sometimes it's hard to get young guys to do that, but if we see the fruits of our loin, the benefits of our hard work, then we'll be okay.
Yeah, you can definitely see here tonight. Definitely no complacency. Never let off the gas pedal. Congratulations tonight, Coach, on a great win. We'll see you in the future.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Standing here with outstanding shooter. Came out tonight, Juan Quarles, with 7 threes. How did it feel tonight? Was the basket just wide open? What are you giving that credit to right now?
I want to give the credit to the faith my team had in me, the faith my coach had in me. My teammates just kept giving me the ball, and they just kept having faith in me, which I appreciate greatly. And I hit the shot. I've been working on it lately, so.
With the team high tonight, got to be pretty proud of that, but also huge proud on the win tonight. Big win against the number 5th ranked 1A team, but made a statement here tonight. Where do you guys see Northside? You guys are ranked 20th, and I know there's probably a little chip on the shoulder there with being ranked so low. Where are you guys going this year? What can you guys do at Northside?
I feel like Northside, I feel like we're the best team in the SAC. We're not a finished product, but we can make a run for the state.
Awesome, Juan. Well, great game, good shooting performance. I'm sure we'll run into you in the future. Good luck in the future.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Juan. Jalen Butts, outstanding game. Way to start it here at By-Hay. Put a smackdown here against Blackhawk Christian. Started a little slow, but behind you in the post there, they still really started working it. Was that the game plan coming in tonight? Was getting the ball down to you and just kind of feeding off your post moves and your post kickouts?
Boz expressed in the practice, he told us, get it to me. Even if I don't have a shot, I'll find guys. So it's not always I get it and score. If somebody can cut or get open, I'll find them. So that was main focus for us tonight.
And what you did with Quarles jumping off for 7 threes. How big is that for you guys to have Quarles? Didn't start, comes off the bench and drops 7 threes. How big is that for Northside?
It's real big. He's kind of been struggling here early. We just getting him going. So the more he hit for us, the better off we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, just getting going. That's pretty scary. Now, looking here in the future, I know as I mentioned with Juan, you guys are ranked 20th in Class 4A. Not picked to win the SAC or anything. Are you guys disrespected by that? Is that a chip on the shoulder this year for you guys?
Not really. We just look at it as more as motivation. Last year we came in, we weren't picked to win the SAC. We were kind of underdogs in it because we lost so much with Trey Cruz and Mike Davis and all those guys. So it's kind of been just a thing that stuck around with us. We're not too much overrated. We just do what we can do. So.
Last question for you. I know recruiting's the last thing from your mind here as the school season starts. What is your junior year? I know you've been offered by Ball State and Kent State, getting high looks and all that. How are you feeling with your recruiting, how it's going right now, overall recruiting picture?
It's going good. It's real good for my family. Like, coaches talk to me almost about every night, asking how I'm doing, or they'll come to the game and talk to me. So it's just been a good thing to know that all my hard work is starting to pay off. So it's good.
Well, good luck, Jalen, the rest of the season. I'm sure Summit City Sports will see you here in the future.
Okay, thank you.
Sitting here with Coach Davidson. Tough game here tonight. They are ranked 20th in 4A for a reason. They're pretty loaded at a lot of spots. What did you guys think coming in? What kind of odds did you guys have on coming in? Was it hey, we can win this game, or is it let's build on this? What was the feeling coming into tonight?
You know, we didn't necessarily talk about winning or losing the game. What we wanted to have was a little better fight than what we had, and I think we came out on our heels, just played very tentatively, and I think a lot of that's due to them and their size and their athleticism and just their style of play. We never got into a rhythm all night, and so, coming in, we knew it was going to be a good test for us. And I told the boys, it's a learning experience, so we got to learn from this one and be able to bounce back. So.
And speaking of that size, with Thompson getting in foul trouble, didn't have a whole lot of size, just pretty much Hall down there that was trying to handle his own against these big guys. How is it important? Drake's only a sophomore, still learning the game, but you can see the potential there in him. What is it as your duty as Blackhawk Christian to get Drake to get on the right path and to move to be one of the better players in the city of Fort Wayne? Look at a lot of people believe he can be.
Yeah, and I think Drake's going to have a big year, and I think he's going to surprise a lot of people this year with how good he is. I mean, we know how good he is because we see him every day, and he's a great kid. He's extremely coachable. And so, I think for Drake, tonight's going to be a learning experience where he's going to learn kind of what he can get away with, but he's valuable to our team. We need him on the floor. And, the foul trouble certainly didn't help, but, he'll learn from it.
Last question here for you, Coach. You guys are 1A, ranked 5th in 1A here in the preseason. Just played the number 24 4A. Is it an independent? Is this kind of what you guys and AD Perlick, is this kind of how you want to schedule against playing these guys to prepare yourself for the playoffs in 1A?
Yeah, we do that intentionally. We have the toughest schedule in the state in 1A, and that's how we want it to be. And, we understand part of that process is nights like this, but if you don't have a night like this, then I don't know that you get exposed as to what you really got to get better at. And so I think, big picture, we'll learn from it, and we're going to get better.
All right, Coach Davidson, look forward to watching the rest of the season. I'm sure we'll be out there, and good luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Standing here with senior leader Will Davidson. Tough outcome here tonight for you guys. Battled a 5A team, though. What did you see the difference was between Blackhawk Christian right now? What's the edge that you guys need to get better to push through against these higher caliber teams to push through to make this run into Class 1A?
Well, right now I think we're just really inexperienced. We lost a lot from last year's team, and credit last year's team. We were really talented and really tough, but coming back this year we don't have a lot of experience, and so that's to be expected. We knew we were going to have some up and downs, but really tonight I think we just rushed a little bit. And it's definitely a learning experience because, you don't go up against talent and size and athleticism like Northside every night. And so we're just looking to improve and get better every single night. And we think we got better tonight. We have some learning to do, but, it's a grind. And give credit to Northside. They played well tonight.
Yeah, they sure did. Not taking it away. You guys just you hung in there in the first half, and then with Thompson getting foul trouble, just kind of lost that. But looking forward here, Blackhawk Christian and 1A, independent. You guys, as Coach mentioned, one of the toughest schedules, if not the toughest schedule in 1A. How forward do you look towards games like this, playing against the top echelons in the state of Indiana?
It's definitely really exciting. I really enjoy playing against the big 4A schools, especially here in Fort Wayne, and trying to get those big wins against big schools when we're a little Christian school that no one really knows about. So it's always fun to do that, and it's a good experience, and it pushes us and it prepares us for the postseason against the 1A schools. So I really enjoy it.
Personal question here in the last one. It looks like you not only like to shoot the three ball, obviously, but when you see that opening in the lane, you like to get to it left or right hand. Do you take pleasure in being that smaller kind of point guard on the floor and still being able to get to the bucket and get it up over guys on the glass?
Yeah, I do. I definitely try to be crafty and be a little bit deceptive with the ball, and sometimes I'll try to shimmy them and take a three. Other times I'll try to get to the basket and finish or kick to my teammates and create shots for them. So I love the game of basketball, and I've been playing it my whole life, and so I'm just trying to get better every single year. And so I'm just trying to become a more complete player for my team.
Well, it was a good game for you, Will, here tonight. Good luck here in 1A in the future, and we look forward to running to you.
Thank you. Yep.